Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I just wanted to sit down, do my makeup, do a little bit of a life update. I have a new job that I wanted to talk about, and also share with you some of the new products in my collection. For me, I've gotten quite a few different PR packages recently. Also, my e.l.f. order that I've been really excited about finally arrived earlier this week. The Halo Glow liquid filter I've been using like every day since I got it, so I'm really excited to share it with you guys today. I also got some stuff from Play Beauty. I got some stuff from Kaja. Also, none of this stuff is going to be first impressions because I actually filmed this video last week. I hated the look that I created, even though I really enjoyed it up until the point where I applied eyeliner. So yeah, that's like a life lesson, is eyeliner will 9 times out of 10 ruin my makeup look. And I just need to accept that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started into today's video. I am really excited to sit down, chat with you all, and use some of the new products in my collection. Youthforia sent over their pre-game skin moisturizing setting spray. I am going to mist this on my skin before we get started. I feel like because it's called pre-game, I can also use it before makeup. Like, you can use any setting spray before makeup, but I feel like, you know, this is probably fine to do that with. Molly is sitting like right behind me, so I'm trying not to get it in her face. From e.l.f. I ordered both the shades light medium and medium in the new Halo Glow liquid filter. I've been using these throughout the week, mainly under makeup. I can't really tell which one I prefer. The light medium I think is fine, like it works really well with my skin tone, especially if I'm going to be applying makeup over top of it. I do feel like if I was more interested in mixing products, I probably would go for the medium shade. But yeah, those are what those look like swatched together. Let me know if you want a dedicated review of the new Halo Glow liquid filter. I've really just been using a mixture of both of these, so I will apply the light medium kind of in the high points of my face, and then the medium just kind of everywhere else. I've never really been too interested in getting the Flawless filter from Charlotte Tilbury. I just feel like a lot of Charlotte Tilbury's products are so expensive, and I know that they are supposed to be so good, but I just would much rather spend my money on drugstore makeup and save my high-end makeup purchases for like when Ulta or Sephora do like big 20% off sales. And whenever those sales come along, I've really just never been too interested in using that time to buy Charlotte Tilbury. When e.l.f. came out with these Halo Glows, I was like, okay, I need to hop on that. But yeah, that is the Halo Glow by itself, a mix of the light medium and the medium. I think it's really beautiful on the skin. I feel like you can kind of just wear this on its own if you wanted to. I honestly haven't experimented with it too much. I've really just been wearing it under makeup, but I know that there's a few ways that you can wear these products. But I do have the LYS Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer, which for a little while was very dark on me. It's still definitely not the best shade match, but because of my new job, I have been out in the sun so much. Like last week, I spent probably a total of like maybe anywhere between 15 to 20 hours in like the direct sunlight, because I recently got a job as a nanny for this family that's actually new to the area. They live in a really nice apartment building with like really nice amenities, but the one thing that I use with the kids is the pool. They just want to be at the pool every day, all morning, which is good. I'm glad that they don't want to go to the pool like after lunchtime, because then that would just be way too hot. Yeah, the concealer honestly blends out fine. Like, I'm able to wear this concealer at this moment, but I got there at 9 a.m. By 9:30, we're all ready to go to the pool, and we usually are not coming back to the apartment until after 12. And then there was one day where we stayed till like 1:30 because the older one is learning how to swim. The older one is 7 and the younger one is 4. And last week we just had so much fun together. They are really great kids. The parents really limit screen time, which going in, I was kind of like, dang, like, what am I gonna do with them Monday through Friday for 8 hours a day. I'm just going in with my Chantecaille bronzer. I used this last night for date night. We went to a really nice restaurant, Justin and I did, and I loved how my makeup came out. I did it pretty natural, but it looks so good. I felt really good last night. I actually wore a dress that I was supposed to wear to our really good friend's wedding, but we were unable to go. We both got COVID. Justin and I both got COVID the weekend of their wedding, or just like the week of their wedding, so we were unable to go. And I obviously had already bought my dress and stuff, but last night I was finally able to wear it because we went out to a really nice dinner. But yeah, obviously I respect the no screen time. I think that that's, you know, great for kids. Like, obviously, there are much better things to be doing than having kids sit down and watch TV, but also, like, it's really easy to, like, plant a child in front of a screen, and, like, I really enjoy kid movies. But oh my gosh, last week we had so much fun. We were really busy all week. Those kids are awesome. And I have a lot of experience with kids, and, you know, like, a lot of kids do imaginary play really well. That's just something that's, like, way more natural for children than it is for adults, because a lot of, like, that's how kids learn a lot of things, is through, like, imaginary play. But these kids and their imaginary play is unbeatable. Like, the little girl was making up songs and she was narrating, and the little boy was following along, and oh my gosh, it was, like, really beautiful to see. And I really think that because, like, their parents do limit the screen time quite a bit, those kids are really able to create so much with their minds and their imagination. But yeah, we do spend a lot of time at the pool, which is so nice. One day last week we did walk to the park. It was just way too hot. You know, when you're at the pool, obviously it's still very warm, but you get to be in, like, a cool body of water, and it's much more comfortable. I will say though, I am getting so much sun that I'm actually considering getting, like, a long sleeve, maybe even, like, turtlenecky kind of swimsuit top, because my chest and my shoulders are just getting so much sun. Obviously my face is getting so much sun. I'm just going to prime my eyes real quick. I just did my brows. I didn't mention what I used, but just used my e.l.f. brow lift. And obviously, like, I load up on the sunscreen, but still, even with sunscreen, I get pretty tan, which I'm not complaining. I actually haven't even been able to go to the beach this summer, so I wasn't really as tanned as I was last summer. But yeah, now I'm getting all of the sun, like, way more sun than I would have gotten last summer too, because I really don't, like, spend that much time outside. But yeah, no, these kids want to be at the pool, like, all morning, which I'm not complaining. It's a really nice time. So I'm definitely going to use the Love Child palette by Play Beauty. This is Peytonless Beauty brand. Then they sent me also the Disco Dust in Art Pop, which, stunning. Like I said, none of these things are first impressions for me, but, like, these two products were definitely so good. Also from Mob Beauty, these cream clay eyeshadows have been around for a little while, but they recently restocked them. But I am going to use the M83 cream shadow, the purple one. I'm going to use it as a little bit of a base. I really liked how that worked out as a base last time I did this look. I'm basically going to do the same exact thing that I did last week with my makeup, but I am not putting eyeliner on. I thought that that would be a good idea. Like, I thought that it would look really cute. It was going to be like a purple look with the yellow liner. But yeah, no, the yellow liner looked so bad. I gotta check out more of these Mob Beauty cream clay eyeshadows though. I really enjoy the cream clay bronzer formula, and the eyeshadows are really interesting. They're actually pretty, like, full pigment. They're pretty long wearing as well. And yeah, that's really cute. Like, I honestly would put mascara on, do the rest of my face, and be fine with this look. What I'm going to do first is I'm going in with this kind of light pinky, jeez, okay, scary. This kind of pinky peachy shade. Hi Molly. Hi Molly, my big baby girl. My big baby girl. She is probably about 6 months now, and last Friday, today is Sunday, so last Friday she was 17 pounds. Are you close to being done growing, big girl? Are you close to being done growing, my big baby? I'm still predicting her to be anywhere between like 20 to 25 pounds, but her frame is really cute and like kind of tiny, considering we thought like she could have been a bigger dog, but she's pretty like tiny. My roommate has a miniature schnauzer and she's only got like a little bit of height on him, so she's just like a little bit taller than he is. But yeah, they're very similar in size. I feel like she's probably kind of got her shape to her. Let me see if she'll let me. Oh gosh, yeah. So this is Molly. I feel like she's probably got like her shape down, and like that's kind of who Molly is. Definitely has a couple more pounds to put on. We'll see. She's definitely been kind of like stagnant for a couple of months now. That's why I'm kind of thinking like she's not gonna explode and have a growth spurt, because she's already kind of gone through that. Plus I feel like by 6 months a lot of puppies and dogs are kind of at the point of like being a little bit done growing. So last time I did this look, I used this purple, which wasn't like the best choice. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add a little bit of this kind of like bluish purple, but to the outer corner. Yeah, that's nice. We're going to add that to the outer corner. I am using clean brushes for the first time since I think June. And I know that's so gross, like I'm really sorry if that offends anyone. I would never use these brushes on someone else, but yeah, my own face I have no respect, and I do use dirty brushes very often. But it feels so good. I love a clean brush. I just wish that I force myself to like make the time, because I will like really only give myself time on like the weekend to do it, and like at night. Like it has to be before bed, because then they can dry throughout the night, like while I'm sleeping. So like if I don't get it done on the weekend, I'm not gonna end up doing it. And then there's only so many days in the weekends, and if I don't get it done, it's just like another week has to go by. I am gonna put a little bit of this middle purple on my eye, just because I did this look last week and I did really like how it came out. I just really enjoyed that purple shade from Mom Beauty a lot, and this definitely becomes like a, you see it. See, I like this eye a little better. It's fine. We're moving on. We're about to cover it all up anyway. Molly is just on the ground playing with a rock. My brother's German Shepherd does that, and Molly is like a very small percent German Shepherd. My brother's dog actually had like to get a tooth implant because he plays with rocks so much, so Molly needs to kind of stop over there. I just got a little bit of the disco dust in Art Pop on the lid or the cap. I'm just kind of mixing it around and getting some on my fingers. I chose not to do foundation today because I feel like when I do kind of bolder eyeshadow looks, I really hate the look of full coverage skin. Like, I don't like everything else to look super makeup-y, so I like to kind of hold back on the full coverage. Is that not so cute? Is that not so cute? You could see the vision too on why I thought like a little bit of yellow liner would be cute, but it just wasn't. And I was wishing the entire time that I could have just not done that. So I'm really glad I'm recreating that look from last week, because it definitely needed some time to shine. Literally. I'm just going in with my Urban Decay All-Nighter powder. It's pretty dusty, and I'm using this to kind of take care of any fallout. Oh, I actually have quite a bit of fallout. Shoot. That was my mistake. I definitely should have set my skin before I went in with all these glittery shadows. I'm taking a little bit of this very shiny purple shade from the Love Child palette, and I'm gonna put it on my inner corner with a little pencil brush. This is like a really old hack, but just get some regular tape, kind of stick it on your finger. Don't make it too sticky. I'm gonna try and pick up as much glitter as possible. I'm going to add a little bit more concealer right underneath the eyes. Adding a little bit more bronzer. Let me go ahead and do my brows. But yeah, my job is also not going to be for very long. I finished my first week, but now I only have 4 more weeks. I'm only working with this family for the month of August. I actually found this job through a friend of mine who was working with the family, but she ended up getting a teaching job that she was really wanting. So she was unable to finish out the contract for the summer. So she ended up giving them my number and they reached out. I interviewed with them and yeah, then I started working with them. But this will be good money for me. I'll be able to save quite a bit. And then I'm not really sure what I'll end up doing next. I am not at all career driven, motivated. Sometimes I obviously think it would be easier if I just did something and like stuck with it. For example, like I have a teaching degree. I have my elementary education degree. Sometimes I think it would be easier if I just did that, but honestly, I don't really think that way. Like I don't really feel that way. I really enjoy doing my own thing. I really enjoy kind of like, being able to take these different opportunities as they come up. So I really just don't stress about it. Like, this job just came out of nowhere. I did it. I'm doing it. When it's done, maybe I'll take a little break, but then something else will come up. That's just how it's always been. There's always a need for childcare that is unrelated to school teaching. I have 3 different shades of the new e.l.f. Luminous Putty Blush. I'm adding a little bit of Isla del Sol. And if for some reason I want to add a little bit of St. Bart's, we'll add a little bit of St. Bart's. I really am enjoying this Luminous Putty Blush formula though. I think it's actually quite long wearing considering I've been wearing it to my job and obviously going to the pool for really long hours like I mentioned, and just, being around children for so long. And I will still have the blush on even when I get home. I kind of do want to add a little bit of St. Bart's. It will definitely change the color, but I think that's okay. Oh yeah, I actually kind of think that the mixture of these matches a little bit of the crease a bit better. Okay, finally doing my mascara. I'm just going in with my Milani Highly Rated mascara. That was another thing about last week's look too, is I tried to put false lashes on to like make it better and just made it worse. But it kind of messed me up a little bit because like even though I've gone back to work and I'm working full time now, at least for the month, I know it's not a very long time at all, but I really wanted to maintain my 2 videos a week schedule. And then I also like didn't plan well enough, and every time I came home from work last week I was just so exhausted, so I really could have knocked out editing an entire video. I like to post Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I didn't get a video up until Friday, and I only got 1 video up last week, which is fine, but I really wanted to maintain some consistency with YouTube while I was working. I'm still gonna be able to, but yeah, last week was my first week back at work. So also back to what I was saying about not being like career driven or like motivated or anything like that. I want to bring up 2 points about that. I know that I'm in a very privileged position to feel the way that I feel about those types of things. I understand that it's coming from like such a huge place of privilege, but also I do want to just talk about the fact that like we are human beings, and like sometimes that's not natural, like doesn't feel natural to like have a career or like desire a career. So if you're kind of feeling that way or like in that position, like I think that it's normal, and I spent a lot of time kind of like being down on myself about not having a career or just like not knowing what I want to do, kind of like feeling pressure to figure that all out and feeling like there needs to be like an end goal for me job-wise. And you know, like that's just not the case. Like it really doesn't have to be that way. I'm going in with my Rare Beauty Fun lip liner. I say that there's like no shame in working part-time and then doing something else part-time, and then just like focusing on doing things that you like to do. And obviously like you might not get rich that way. Like I have no intentions of being rich, but that's fine. You don't have to be, you know? But also, yeah, just don't get too down on yourself if you don't have like career goals or plans and you just feel like that is not the lifestyle for you, because at the end of the day, like, we are human and like that is not natural. But obviously a lot of people make that work, and a lot of people stick with a career for their entire lives and they enjoy it. Like a lot of people do enjoy their careers, but yeah, for some people that's just not a reality for them, and I think that that's fair too. I think that that's fair, and I think that should be respected, because I also grew up feeling a lot of like disrespect from family members, like not direct family, but like other family members, for feeling the way that I do, or like just not being motivated in that way. Moving on though, I got these really cute new lip products from Kaja. I actually don't know if these are new, but they recently sent me a PR package for National Lipstick Day, and these are the Love Swipe lip products. This one is in Swipe Right, and then this one is in Sweet Softy. And I think either one of these would be a really good fit. Swipe Right I wore just on its own earlier today with like no makeup, and I loved how it looked. I'm going in with the Sweet Softy. Also, because I do make money from YouTube, that does help me kind of stay afloat. It's by no means like able to cover my cost of living. Like it does not at all cover rent. Some months it does, like if I'm really churning out videos and people are really watching them, like yeah, it definitely could. But yeah, YouTube definitely helps. Like for me personally, between YouTube and a part-time job, I can manage, and I really enjoy my time that way. Like I love being able to put more time into YouTube, and then I love also being able to put more time into my own life. By no means is this lifestyle going to make me rich, but I'll be comfortable, I'll enjoy what I'm doing. Obviously not everyone is going to be in the same position as I am, and I just want to make it clear, like I really do understand that, you know, the way that I'm speaking right now is absolutely coming from a place of privilege, but at the same time I really don't like the idea of people like getting down on themselves for not having a career, not having career goals. I know a lot of like young people watch my videos, and to think back, thinking about myself at 18 and like feeling so much pressure to like go to college for a purpose, know what you're going to do, take those classes, and then get out and then immediately start working for the next 20 or 30 or 40 years, like that, not appealing to me at all. And I did start doing those things. Like I did go to college right out of high school. I did get my degree in something that is like very career specific, but I chose at the end of the day to not pursue that career. I'm doing something adjacent. I still work in childcare, but I enjoy nannying so much more. I really like that there are part-time nannying opportunities. So yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at. I'm done doing my makeup. This is the look. I actually do want to set my skin though. Actually, before I move on totally, I'm going back in with my little Love Child palette. I wanted to mix together those two little orangey, pinky, corally type shades. I'm just running it along my lower lash line. Okay, now I'm gonna set my skin. So that's it. I kind of wish I had more steps in my makeup routine so I could sit here and chat some more, but I'm done doing my makeup. I'm sure you guys don't want to sit here and listening to me just like talk and not do anything. But if you watched all the way through, thank you so much for sitting down and hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. I hope that you all enjoyed today's video. If you aren't already subscribed, definitely go ahead and do so, and hopefully I will see you next time.